What's going on, guys? It's your boy, Dilly Time here, aka Dilly as most people call me, and in today's video, we're going to be going over what takeover you should be using whenever you make a new build. There's a lot of takeovers out there that, have positives and ones that have negatives, but we're going to be focused on the ones that give you the positive that's going to help you succeed in this game. This game is definitely way better than Next Gen in my personal opinion. Next Gen, there is 24 different takeovers, but current gen, there's only 8, so we're going to break them all down and really show you guys which ones you should be using, and then my personal favorites, which I would choose if I was going to be making a new build. I do have a new build coming out for you guys on Xbox. I'm going to be currently grinding on Xbox and PlayStation on current gen. So as you guys can see the 3v3 rush in the background, I was doing that, but decided I was going to make a video for you guys instead. So without being said, guys, this video does take a lot of time. It took a lot of time, so all I ask that you just like that button for me, sub if you're new, and let's dive right into it, guys. Alright guys, so the first takeover we're going to be talking about is the Playmaker takeover. Now, keep in mind these are all the stats in NBA 2K21 that I feel like have the most important value as far as abilities go. There's offensive consistency, all that, but I really want to just highlight the main ones that we are focusing on when it comes to takeover specifically. Now, for Playmaker, as you guys can see, plus 10 on your driving layup, plus 10 on your pass accuracy, your ball handle, and speed of ball. Those are the only 4 categories that get a plus 10. So in my eyes, this is really not a big win. I mean, you're not catching a lot of ankles anyways with this takeover this year, so this is a huge loss. Last year it was so great, snapping so many ankles. This year they kind of nerfed it. Doesn't make it feel as great. I feel like they focus more on the team assist ratio with this takeover, so everything else you can see does get plus 5. A lot of things get plus 5, but particularly the ones that we wanted to go for as if we're going to be using this for a guard, not really. So this is the Playmaker takeover, not my best in my opinion, but let's move on to the next one. Moving on to the Shot Creator. As you can see, Shot Creator does get some benefits. As you can see, plus 10 in the driving layup, plus 10 in the mid-range, and plus 10 in the ball handle. This is one that you see a lot of people playing with early on in the year, such as Chalk, such as Ticino. A lot of people like the mid-range. The mid-range is really good because of the difficult shot badge if you have it on Hall of Fame, and you have this takeover, plus the ball handling, you're not really going to be missing. So with this takeover, that is very important to use early on in this year. Now, as we see, a lot of people are the comp guards, quote unquote. They use the sharp take a lot, and we're going to go into that. That's going to be our next takeover. But this takeover in particular, as you can see, you still get plus 5 on everything. So as long as you have an 85 or above, which is the automatic green window, I don't really see why you would want a green, like a plus 10 in your shooting. Me personally, I just don't think so. But Shot Creator is great. You can dribble off, you can shoot off the dribble, which is great for fades and stuff. But since fades have been nerfed this year, it's really not that great. So let's go ahead and move on to the Sharp Take. Sharp Take is the most commonly used takeover in the game. As you can see, it gives you a plus 10 on your mid-range and plus 10 on your three-pointer, which a lot of people need to use because, let's face it, not everybody is great at this game. That's why Zens are being used most of the time. For me, I just feel like Sharp Take's not the best takeover. The only reason I would use Sharp Takeover is for like my Ray Allen build on a catch and shoot situation. They really need to nerf the Sharpshooter as far as like deep range. Nobody should be shooting past half court. I've seen it so many times again. But as you can see, you still get plus 5 on your speed, your acceleration, everything like that, your steal, your block. So I mean, there is definitely some benefits of having this if you're going to be doing the catch and shoot. But honestly, outside of the catch and shoot, I really don't feel like this is the best takeover. If you're going to be using more like dribbling around, shooting off the dribble, I'd probably go with Shot Creator. In my personal opinion, you're still getting plus 5 on your mid-range and your three-pointer. You're just not getting plus 10. So let's go ahead and move on to the next takeover, which is the Slasher takeover. As you can see, this one has a lot of potential. It's probably the most OP takeover in my opinion in NBA 2K21 current gen. As you can see, your driving layup, your standing dunk, and your driving dunk all get a plus 10. Your ball handle and your speed with ball get a plus 10. Your speed, your strength, and your vertical get a plus 10. So if you're one of those guards that love to do the Curry slide and the speed glitch, honestly, your best bet is going with the Slasher. Now, you still get plus 5 with mid-range and plus 5 with 3, but honestly, if you have over an 85 3 ball, you should be shooting consistently anyway, so I don't feel like why you really need Sharpshooter. Slasher, honestly, in my opinion, is the most OP offensive badge takeover in the game, just because you get plus 5 and then you get plus 10 on everything except for accelerations for your physical. So that is my opinion, but let's go ahead and move on. What we're going to be moving on to next is in fact the last offensive takeover, and that is the post scorer takeover. As you guys can see, the benefits of this one is you get close shot as a +10, your post hook, your post fade, and your post moves get a +10, which is very, very crucial for the 7-3 post hookers. On my opinion, honestly, post scorers, honestly, if you're making them above 7 foot, you're honestly just bad at the game, in my opinion. Nobody needs to be 7-3, literally punishing people. I mean, you can say what you want about the 6'1 guards and the 6'3 guards, but honestly, it does take a little bit of skill to be able to curry slide and speed boost correctly. I see a lot of people doing it incorrectly, but the post scorer, it's just a cheese. I mean, if you already have a 90 post hook, I mean, you're having a 100 post hook, you're never gonna miss. So, in my eyes, making them 7-3 is just not that great. But plus interior defense, just like 2K20, you still get a +10. So I see why a lot of big men use post score, because it does help in interior defense. But let's be honest, this year interior defense is not that great. So in my opinion, if you're going to be a big man, go ahead and go with post scorer. Moving on to rim protector, the defensive badges, the 3 defensive badges we have. As you can see, rim protector does help you with offense just a little bit. You get close shot at +10, your interior defense goes up by +10, and your block goes up by 10. Honestly, out of the 3 defensive takeovers, in my personal opinion, rim protector is the least likely one that you want to be picking, only because, like we said, interior defense is garbage this year. It's not really that great this year. You don't even need strength to be a big man this year, unless you're just backing down people. Strength really doesn't help on defense at all. Anybody can get inside the paint. I'm a 7-foot center with literally no strength, and I'm still grabbing the boards. So in my opinion, I mean, as long as you have length and you have a vertical, you're going to get more rebounds than a 7'3" center anyways. I proved it in a video. If you want to go back and look at it, you definitely can. So in my eyes, the last takeover you want to be choosing as a big man. So now what we're going to be going ahead, we're going to be moving on to the second defensive takeover, and that is glass cleaner. As you can see, you still get close shot at +10, so there's benefit there. +5 on every other category as well, but the only difference here is you get strength and vertical at +10, and your offensive and your defensive rebound get a +10. So all in all, if you're choosing between this and rim protector as a big man, definitely go glass cleaner. You don't want to go wrong, because definitely with the takeover advantage, you get to see where the ball is missed. If you guys watch my streams or you guys watch me play with this build on my videos, you know that I love glass cleaner, because I can tell my teammates if they miss, so that way they can go ahead and dex to the corner and I give it to them out to an easy 3-ball. So that's why I like glass take. The strength goes up, plus the vertical is +10. I think I have a 74 vertical on my big man, so boosting that up to an 84 definitely does help when I have takeover. Plus my offensive and defensive rebound goes up to like a 103 on defensive rebound and a 94 on defensive rebound with this takeover. So all in all, a really good takeover. And then finally, moving on to the #1 defensive badge you need to be having in NBA 2K21 current gen is Lockdown Takeover. Honestly, it's just OP, really. If you look at the stats here, perimeter defense and steal go up by +10. Your lateral quickness goes up by +10. This is the only reason you're going to be getting this takeover is you play the 1 through 3 guards. So you see a lot of big men either go point guard at 6'8", or you see them go at small forward at 6'8" or 6'9". The speed, the acceleration, and the strength all get a +10 for physicals. That is crucial for this takeover. Plus, it helps you clamp up the best defenders, gives you a better contest system. So, all in all, defensively, this is the #1 defensive badge you want to be using in NBA 2K21. That's just my personal preference. But if you're going to be choosing offense, I would definitely choose the slasher. It's OP in my opinion, unless you're being a spot up. Go with Sharp, you can't be wrong. So, anyways, guys, I hope you like this video. As always, if you find it useful, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. This is your boy Dilly Dilly, and I'm out.